Hi there. Is God's calling needed for awakening, or are you in touch with higher power all around the world, everywhere? Different denominations, different languages, different vocabularies, but the same question. Can I get awakened just by following certain practices, putting it in place and then just implementing them day after day, year after year? Or do I need a more intimate relationship or experience of a higher power that is the source of everything that we see in the screen, in this physical universe? It supports everything. It gives life to everything. It moves everything. And on the screen, there is just these forms, shapes, colors, moving around, changing. But what about the energy behind it? The stream, the divine, love, grace, God's love, God's grace. Absolute, the source of everything. What makes everything move around, seemingly move around, changing, shaping, coming and going, being born and dying. Do we need to be in touch with that higher power, with that source, or what we can call it, God's calling? Do we need to be in touch and communicate and experience the God calling us, reaching out to us, the stream coming our way, all these high energy levels filling us up, absorbing us, and allowing everything to just fall apart without any consequences. Always present, always here. Do not get stuck with words. Words are really not important, because the God or source is beyond all that mental processing. If you approach awakening just as a sort of a mental exercise, it makes it much more difficult, because it needs time, it needs persistence, it needs constancy, doing something day after day after day, even without no seeming results. And that can get very, very difficult, very tedious. But if there is an experience of a higher power that moves everything, that gives life to everything, that calls out to us, that's streaming towards us, absorbing us, overlapping us, then it's all worthwhile, it's all easier. The effort is lesser because the pull is there, the experience is there, the communication is there, the understanding of the higher power is there, seeing the way it works in all little things and big things, in every day, in our life and in other people's lives. how there are no coincidences, how everything is just exactly the way it is, and it cannot be any other way. So yes, the answer to it, I think, is yes. It is much easier, much more realistic to actually get deeper and deeper and closer to the source, to God, to divine, if there is this intimate experience of it, a communication with it. Feeling how it works, understanding the much, much, much bigger picture of it all. It gives us heart, keeps us going, pushes us towards it, pulls us in. That's why it is very, very important. It cannot be just a mechanical or repetitive action, because sooner or later it will just fade out. It will not have anything underneath to sustain it, to keep it going. Just another mental processing, just another mental exercise like so many others. But when there is a pull, when there is an experience of a higher power moving everything around, giving life to everything, making sense of everything, coloring everything, all the odors, all the movements, all the colors, perpetually, on different levels of experience, not only on this physical level that we call the human world. That keeps us going, that sustains us. And even that is often enough to just go and go and go, and come deeper and deeper, follow it, go with it, feel it, experience it, understand it on every day, in everything that happens, that everything is seemingly going on while nothing is going on. Making sense of all the births and deaths, and good times and bad times, and horrible acts and beautiful acts, and everything. Through that, through being in touch, in intimate relationship, experiencing the higher power, the divine, the God that has no name and no shape and no form and cannot be seen. But what we do see is all these different images and shapes and colors, and we experience on a physical level everything else too. All the smells, we can touch things, we feel that. All the beautiful textures, all is streaming through, all from one source that holds everything within and makes sense of everything. So your experience, your intimate experience of this higher power, of this moves everything, makes sense of everything, absolutely makes things the way they are, and they cannot be any other way, just like that, just as it is. And all the shapes and forms that are just tiny things on the screen, moving around, dancing, dancing, singing, celebrating the source, the God, the divine, love and grace, and understanding and sense of everything. Wherever we are in this human world, whatever denomination we belong to or don't belong to, whatever words we use, whatever vocabulary, whatever language, it does not matter. We need to cherish and develop our own experience for the daily practice. That's what matters, our own experience, our own intimate experience of a stream, of a high energy level that runs everything, of a higher power, of a God, of a divine, whatever it is that pulls us in. Doesn't matter which way it talks to us, with words, with feelings, with sensations, with images, with sounds, or just with knowing. Doesn't matter. So keep it going, your own experience. It is the most important, more than anything else. And it has to be the main thing, your practice, your experience, your intimate relationship with what is. And then everything reveals itself. Thank you.